Guys, I wasn't going to turn the camera on. I was about out of this field. It ain't very big. Just goes up to there and just right down to there. I walk it occasionally, and it's always usually good for this. Some nodules of flint. There's a big nodule. It's not real high quality stuff, but I have walked up on something I've never ever found. Check this out. Quartz discoidal, and I've never found a discoidal of any kind. It's too bad the thing's broken, but it's just as slick as it can be. I got some other real unique tools and stuff in my carrier. I'll show you. I wasn't going to turn the camera on. Like I said, there's a house right behind me. I don't know if there's anybody home or not, but anyway, I thought I would let you see where I got it. I wish I could find the other half of it. I'm sure it's old. Well, let's keep looking. Now this video ain't gonna be for the artifact lover so much, but I stopped at a field today and picked up some material, and this right here is probably an example of what's going to be inside of those nodules right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. It's got a lot of little fossilized features within that. This is probably a tool right here of some sort made out of that material. I've napped some of it that I've picked up there before, and if you can ever get a piece out of it, it makes a real pretty piece because it's got a lot of these little fossils in them. They're not coarse either. I mean, they're just embedded within the material. I've got some in the house that I made a point out of, not a big point, but a smaller point that it's kind of swirly. It nearly looks like it's got little guts in it or something, but even some of this stuff is going to be, if you can get it thin enough, it'll be translucent too. But these are just nodules of that material right there. Person work on that and just right, you can see it's got a little rust spot right there. And there's impurities, you know, within the stone, but there may be some good quality material inside that one right there. If I can break into it just right, that one had a shell fossil on the outside of it, as you can see right there. And then this one, you can see it's got all kinds of little things going on in it. But I'm hoping to get something out of those. This is another little nodule. It looks like they started working on. They got it so far along right in there where they've napped it, as slick as it can be. Anyway, here's some more tools that I picked up off of that site today. This is some different material. You can see the Gore-Tex is a little different on it, and they worked it and got it down into this tool. Pretty good tool. Here's another piece real similar. I made them a chopper out of it. Just left a Gore-Tex on it. And here's another tool I found. I didn't find too many artifacts today. Well, I found about I don't know, a dozen broken pieces. But look here, Gore-Tex, and they just made them a thumb scraper out of it. Here's a cool piece, if I can get something out of it. Looks like they started working on this. It's a pink banded material. Looks like they were driving long flakes off of it that way. But it's real slick. Person ought to be able to get something out of that. That'll make a pretty point. Won't make a big point. It'll make a pretty point. But this is the find of the day. I mean, this is exceptional for me to find. I'm saying that's a rose quartz heavily patinaed, as you can see. It's got a little indentation right there. It wasn't going to be as perfectly symmetrical of a discoidal as I have seen, but this is the only one I have ever found. And I'm sure that material is probably translucent, but just as slick as a button in these dip spots. And I'm assuming that's old, because you can see little rust patina in the brake. Look right there. That's a beautiful piece of an artifact. That would have been killer if it all been there. It's heavy too. That probably weighs, I'd say, 3 or 4 ounces, half gone. But anyway, I seen the farmer on my way out. He told me to come back anytime I wanted to, or the landowner rather. And he told me of a guy that had found on that property in times gone by a piece about the size of a silver dollar, he said. He said on one side of it, it was just as smooth as it could be. And on the other side, it had a butterfly, and just looks like it was planted in there. I'm sure it was engraved. And I asked him, did it have a hole? Did it have a hole? He said, yeah, it had a hole drilled in it, so I'm sure it was a butterfly pendant. But anyway, not a lot of stuff on the site, but you know, it's got enough stuff to stop. You know, this right here was an interesting find. Never found a discoidal. But anyway, I hope to get to my primary hunting grounds if we can ever get rain. About a 50% chance of it tomorrow. I hope I can get some of it and maybe find some stuff at the old stomping grounds and the Sidekick both. Appreciate you watching.